Yo, what's up? Welcome. So, I'm gonna be continuing on the challenger difficulty for Heroes Arena. This is gonna be my second tower done because the demon team for my first tower is the most RNG needed, probably the most trouble. This one you can get in a bit of problems with probably the third team with Esconar because trust me, random stuff can happen at any point, and that one for sure can wipe you like it's nothing. First of all, this team that I'm running is insane for survivability. Like, it tanks a lot of damage and the recovery is insanely good. So as long as we survive, we can recover basically any source of damage as long as we don't die. Everyone, of course, is on gonna be crit defense gears, and Smael is the only one that does not have it. So he's attack crit for he's the most DPS and he's pretty tanky without it, so he does not really need it. Most of the time you're gonna be starting with this exact play here. You're gonna buff, get some, just burn his AoE and get a heal in. But you have to do this specific play for this team, by the way, otherwise Tarmiel is not gonna be targeted. And you want him to be targeted here because if not, your Liz is probably gonna die and it's an automatic wipe. So make sure and hit that exact play in the beginning. For your second play, you're gonna be trying your best to kill Melly. As long as you do that, you can basically clear it easily. Right? When he dies, it becomes so much easier. Your next target after him is gonna be Destarosa, but it's not much of a problem. I do end up pushing ult here, but as you can see, my ult level is 1-6. Of course it is. And a lot of times it ends up not being able to completely wipe a team. So that's why it's gonna take a little bit longer for me to actually clear through these, because my ult doesn't actually one shot most of the times. Like right here, I'm trying my best to get as much damage. I probably should have hit Essarosa. If I knew he would live this, I would have, because 1-6 and he lives with a sliver of HP. I never accounted for. Luckily we have more than enough to kill him perfectly. We got heal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But it takes just a little bit longer because I don't have a good ult level. It's fine though, because the cards he has actually dish out a huge amount of damage, so you should be fine. Every single team in this, except the Esconar team, I think it goes through pretty smooth. It's only that single one that's gonna be a problem. Like this, you take a lot of damage, yeah, but you can recover it pretty easily and you can get through it reasonably well, right? Because as long as you live this, she's deactivated, we have a turn to recover, and then we get a kill, and it's the same process over and over again. Like this, and basically they can't kill anyone at that point. Yeah, she can still dish out pretty good damage, but she's not able to actually get a kill. That's the important thing. Bruno would normally be my target for this to kill, but what ends up happening is her HP is too high and I don't have the damage to dish it out to actually get rid of her. So what I'm instead gonna do, I'm gonna go for and guarantee a kill on someone that also dishes a huge amount of damage, which is Freya. So get that kill instead, and always make sure and target her just in case that card does not kill. You follow up with something that makes sure she dies. Luckily it retargeted to Diane, which is another great thing that happened in this play. That was just to basically get rid of Brunhild, and we can chill on Sigurd and just save for HP, maybe get Liz ult and top up before moving on. another great thing about this team is like even if you're not able to constantly get heals, the recovery rate and stuff, the team heals itself over time. So you can literally pick it up as time goes. Just stacking all these stats and being able to recover properly is just what makes this team so good. You're just that tanky. Your recovery rate is just so good. And you dish out a decent amount of damage to where you can get kills in great time. And also, yes, I do have relics for these teams, so they can't really just like alt rush me off bat unless they have like a cleanser. But more than likely, if you're like my box, similar to my box, like 10 mil, I would guess you have a decent amount of relics already built up and cleared out. So these should not be much of a problem for you. And even if you don't have like say Tarmiel's relic, I say just do a lower difficulty. But you can still use this team because it still would work, but you can't really restrict the ults. That's the only thing. Now this team, very important. If Nanashi decides to just taunt turn 1, reset, quit out the game and reset it till you get him to not taunt. If he taunts, it's dead. The run is dead. So make sure you get a return where he does not taunt, because you need to hit Escanor turn 1. And trust me, random BS can happen here where he just, after you kill him, he can just merge level 2s, level 3 AoEs, and he will wipe your team and you will cry. It happened to me twice. And it's very painful to go through. So you just hope he does not merge anything or gets to use his AoEs, because it would be painful. Because when Escanor hits, he hits hard. We got the good play where he did not like get to use a card, but we didn't get an extra AoE to get rid of him. So what I'm opting to do is probably I'm gonna go for a heal and try to take one of his flames. So even if he does hit, he goes away instantly instead of sticking around. Because I think Escanor here is probably the most... He's probably the biggest threat, even though he's on flames. He's probably the biggest threat of this entire team. It could even go as far for the entire tower. Escanor is that big of a threat. And after you kill him, your next target is going to be Rimuru. By that point, once we get like Liz's ult off, there's no way we lose this, no matter what. He could ult us. It's not gonna really help them. They're just gonna prolong like how long they are on the field, but he can't really do much to me at this point. As long as Escanor is dead, it's basically over. And as long as you have full HP, there's no reason not to just go in, clear, move on. Just having max HP at all times really does help. So if it's gonna take you an extra turn to get a Liz ult, take that extra turn, get your Liz ult before moving on. You're gonna go through the same process with this team. If Tarmiel taunts turn 1, you reset. Because you want to get rid of Ludo instantly. Margaret, you want to get rid of her instantly. So he taunts, I reset. You do that until he does not taunt. I had to do reset here probably like 3-4 times before he did not taunt, by the way. Just to get this play to actually activate. When you kill Margaret, the team just becomes significantly weaker. And at that point, it's basically you pick off a unit and win. You just go all in for kill. Because sometimes, yeah, like this, she lives with a sliver HP, so you just make sure and guarantee that kill. No need to try and heal here. This fight will probably take me the longest because it's just Angel v Angel, because just a lot of stat mashing, and my Mile is not 6'6", and for some reason the enemy's Tarmiel just gets insanely lucky with alt gauge removals, so it just took me a decent amount of time to actually clear this team. Like right here, he gets one more remove. And I'm gonna re-push my ult here again, and he's gonna get another 2. So he's just delaying my ults by that much time. Like for a second here, I thought it would just be over, but no. It just comes and removes both my ults, and we just sticking around longer. That's why if you don't remove Margaret instantly, this fight's gonna take an insanely long time. So getting her done, like getting her out of the fight as fast as possible, is probably one of the best decisions I've made for this entire fight here. They're just too tanky. .6 Zariel, by the way, and I do have cosmetics and everything for my Zariel. I'm deciding, you know what? Let's just get rid of Tarmiel because Liz is still unlocked. So I opted to ult him and just double single target with Smael. And Zariel just goes crazy with a whole 40k crit. Crazy DPS. Like luckily Miles' cards actually hit for like a decent amount of damage. Like Liz right here is not a problem. She double hit, so her ult, even though she's 6'6", is not gonna give her anything. Like right, I was thinking here, I can probably heal and we go through, like heal that little edge of Tarmiel and just go through properly. Probably it wasn't really needed. I could have just used this attack instantly here, but I ended up wasting an entire turn because of this. And now I'm just sticking around because my 1/6 Mael is just not enough. But he's still easily shred. Like, look at that DPS. Her buff ran out and it's easy at that point. We are full HP, so we just go through. Last team, very easy. Like, the only person I see doing crazy amounts of damage on this team is Roxy. And we opt to get rid of her instantly. Like Mono and Lilia, they do good damage, but it's just like, I don't know what it is, but Roxy just hits absurdly hard. I was thinking just to guarantee that kill, but it's like, I would test this attack, and if it didn't work, I would just reset it and redo this attack, so we could get a heal and get rid of her, which did work, so I kept it. If not, I would have reset, buffed, and then killed her for sure. At this point right here, it's basically done, because once you get rid of Roxy, it's like you're pretty much guaranteed the win at that point, because the team, a lot of the DPS is just gone now. So I could have probably double AoE'd here and just single targeted, and that might have killed it. But I was like, you know what, let's play it safe. Let's push Miles' ult and get it done. And yeah, now it's only Lily alive, and at this point you basically already cleared it. That's what I say. Escanor is the literal boss of this entire tower. As long as you get past him and that stage, you're clear very easily. So yeah, this is how I did my second tower. The third tower I did was the middle one, and I did use an unknown rag team. So yeah, stay tuned for that. That being said, guys, thanks you for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.